Welcome to Raymond James Stadium. The big... Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down at the 31. Gain of 5.
Pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Under fire, and they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The run inside. It's Morrow. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Running inside. It's Morrow. On his feet at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
Well, this guy's up for the Buckus Award for a reason. He's one of the best, plain and simple. He's so good at just triggering and IDing what's happening in the backfield, David. He can shoot those gaps. You saw a couple TFLs in their last game out. He does it again here early. Just possesses those instincts that are hard to coach.
Instincts and the speed. He sticks out. He looks like he's running faster than everybody else. He knows where the ball's going. I love the way they blitz him, bring him downhill. That's why he gets to get in the backfield and get those tackles for a loss.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Simon. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Touchdown, South Florida. A great catch and run for 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Really interesting. interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. The run inside. It's Morrow. And he's dragged down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Safe completion on the screen. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This USF offense will open this drive right here. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Parks. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Flushed out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running inside, it's Thurman. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Porter. Gets loose in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires downfield. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Morrow.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And with the pick 6. Touchdown Bulls. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Nolan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They'll run play action. Sends it downfield. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Memphis wants to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's complete on the right side. And they're able to get him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. It's Harding. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. It's complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Hey, listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball and make big plays after he catches it, but catch it, get me some positive yards, mission accomplished.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, he's got a chance. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The run inside. It's Simon. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to throw it. The screen, and watch out. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Could be an alley. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Porter. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Simon. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Young. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Looking to scramble. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Got enough for the first. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 18 team, the Texas Longhorns. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Creates a little space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to pass on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Bulls will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Nolan. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Memphis will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Running the option. It's Nolan. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Nolan. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab outside. It's Young. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Keeps it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bulls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls it again on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Simon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's knocked down. Short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Gonna run it. It's Young. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Thomas. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carter. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. To the air. It's Gardner. Here comes the heat. And his first pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. The tag. He takes it in. Touchdown, USF. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Kick is in the air. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. The run inside. It's Thurman. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. On the run, it's Simon. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Tight end now in motion. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Throws it deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Running inside, it's Thurman.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the red zone, it's Thomas. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Young. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Line gets set. First down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.